is the Dr. JoJo, four-time GA Center Patreon leaderboard champion, and the proud member of both Doombringer and Yavin 4, guilds advertised on the Escape Pod cast. And you are listening to the Escape Pod cast. This show was recorded in front of a live Twitch audience. Since my last introduction, the FDA has identified several new side effects associated with taking the Escape Pod cast. These include llama drama, waving your arms around and causing somebody to spontaneously explode, praying to RNGesus, heli no bueno, and the urge to obey. If any of these happen, a doctor will see you soon, TM. Take it away, boys.
One is a Grand Arena specialist from the UK. The other is a territory battle tactician from the US. Together, there are no signs of intelligent life on board. With both having played this game since launch, the one thing we are sure of is that you will be entertained. The Escape Pod Cast, a service of the Escape Pod Castaways. A weekly podcast about the mobile game Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Live from the network studios of Yavin 4, here are your hosts, Neil Andrew Eyre and Paul Anthony.
Coming up on this week's edition of the Escape Pod cast,
Bo-Katan is revealed and hits the holotables.
but she's a marquee. What does that mean? We will speculate.
Conquest starts back up its second exhibition.
We will discuss that and how long you'll be waiting for Razor Crest, depending on how far you get and what mode you're playing.
GACs are going back to threes next week.
Neil will talk about his new strategy, and is the current 5-3-5-3 format a good thing?
Dylarr sits down in our incoming transmission.
And we will ask him about his love for Darth Talon and to share some of his Twi'lek tactics.
On the bridge, we will discuss our upcoming scheduled guests and my latest thrifting adventures.
And, of course, Patreon's choice questions.
All this and breaking news as and if it happens.
Right here on the Escape Pod cast.
The Escape Pod Cast News.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My the show keyboard is not working.
I'm sorry, Neil.
It won't work, and the number lock won't kick in.
I wish I had the
It's
buttons
not
over
my
here,
fault.
too.
Look. Watch. See? No green light.
Can you hit number lock on their main keyboard?
I can do it on the main keyboard. I can do it on the number keyboard on my. I just don't like to. You know, this has been with me for so long. I just don't. You know.
If I need to replace
why you do this now?
We've got a hype train going right now. If I need to replace it, I'm sure that the Padawans will end up helping us replace it.
That's not the point. This has massive sentimental value. Plus I use it for when I'm in the when I'm sat on my throne as well. So yeah, I'm not happy with that. I'll try it. Maybe I'll try it again later. We'll see. I'm going to leave it there and see if it plays.
So I guess I'm got to be the one to say, welcome everyone to the Escape Pod cast. My name is Paul Anthony, and as always, I am joined by my hetero life partner and one of the people who make me smile week in and week out, Neil Andrew Eyre. Neil, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad at all. Mustn't grumble. Mustn't grumble.
Oh, it has been an interesting week in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's been a good week. It has been a good week. You know, we've had news and we've had good stuff happen and some meh stuff happen, and you know, I think everyone's trying to enjoy this week because it's like it's the GAC holiday. It's so everybody's like, oh god, yeah, good. I don't have to worry about setting defenses and scouting my opposition, and you know, it's just a chill week. You know, people can just chill and do their conquests.
That, and you can stream other games other than Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and not lose followers. So, thank you, by the way. We started out, and we are 2 minutes left in this hype train. Cascade subscribed twice, it says on my screen. Awakened cheered 100 bits. Hellenix with 20 shiny nickels. Thank you very much, everyone, for all the love at the top of the hour, at the top of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So Neil, let's start off with the challenge Rancor.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the changes come this week. And also, I want to give a heads up that Darth Kermit has a new challenge Rancor team list and video up right now. They just literally posted it moments ago. I was able to give it a watch before the show. For our Twitch viewers, I've posted that link inside the chat. Otherwise, just look for Challenge Pit 2.0 Initial Top Teams. It's the one from the video from Darth Kermit. Check that out. It is a good and worthwhile watch because literally you said that you were watching the playbook before.
Yeah, I was tuned into the Playbooks stream on Twitch, and he was just doing some bits and pieces. I think he was doing Lightside GOTB, and it was on, and he went away to do a mission, and when he went back, it was done. It had been completed. It was done. So he said that his guild completed it in like 20 minutes, just under 20 minutes. So obviously whatever changes were made has made it easier for Kraken guilds.
We'll see. So my I'm being
That's
told
it.
that
Yeah,
Fight
FC
Club Nova.
that was it. Bowdy. That was it. Bowdy. Yeah, FC Nova. I couldn't think what his guild name was off the top of my head, but yeah, it's FC Nova. Yeah, they did it in 20 minutes. Which is just ridiculous.
And then I know our guild, or my guild, Urinay and ZGC,
Mm-hmm.
Yavin 4, the original home of the podcast, we are going to be doing that this at noon Eastern on tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So Bodhi says we did it in just over 1 hour with no drama and no shouting. I loved it.
Very cool. I'm actually hopeful that we might be able to do something. You know, because my guild, we weren't able to get off P1. We were not able to get off P1, so you know, maybe we'll be able to get off P1. I mean, I'm still not gonna take any of my I'm still not relicking anybody until Relic 5, until I'm ready to take them to Relic 5, and that's when I go for JML. Paul just reminded me that I thought I only had to do Mon Mothma, and then that was it. I was good to go. And Paul reminded me that R2D2 also needs to be relicked, and he's still at 12. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and bloody do him now. Next thing you'll be telling me is, oh no, because now I've remembered another one I need to do.
Ray to 7.
Princess Leia. Is Princess Leia one of them?
Princess Leia is one of them.
Oh, she's at 12 as well. That's 3 characters.
Okay. I personally have to do Ray, R2D2, and Mon Mothma. Take Mon Mothma to 5 and Ray to
7.
Ray to 7.
Yeah, I've already taken her to 4. I kind of stopped there and thought, I'll get back to her.
So Neil, to help you here, I'm going to remind you of everything that you need. Let's see here. Permanent events.
I mean, I do actually have 5 characters like already ready to go, like, which is good.
The checklist.
Wedge and Biggs are already done. Wedge Biggs, Old Ben, Hermit Yoda, and JKL are all at the levels that they need to be. They're all ready to rock and roll. Oh, Cascade and Hellenics with more biddies. Dr. Jojo with the sub. Thank you for the biddies.
Giving it to the Escape Pod bot.
Oh, you gave it to the Escape Pod bot. I'm sure he's very grateful.
We have 2 minutes left in the
hype train.
in this hype train to get to level 2.
Well, I don't know what Relic Chupio has to be at, but I've got him to 4. I had the materials to take him to 4, so I took him to 4. I might have to do 5 or 6. I don't really know. I know that Han and regular Chewie need to be 6, and they're both at 5. No, they're both at 4. So I just need to take for most of the characters. I just need to take them up a couple levels. So it's just farming relic materials, basically, which isn't exactly going to be difficult. Just time consuming. Oh, they only need to be 5? Oh, nice one. Happy days.
Okay, so Jedi Training Ray Relic 7, Obi-Wan 5, C-3PO 5,
Done.
Mon Mothma 5.
Not yet.
Chupio 5.
He's at 4, so I need to do into 1 more.
Jedi Knight Luke 7.
Done.
R2-D2 7.
No. Oh, God, 7. Oh, no.
Han and Chewie 6.
6, yeah. It is. I thought it was 6. They're both at 4 at the moment.
Rebel Y-Wing 6-star.
I've got that as 7, so yeah, I'm good on that.
By the way, thank you, Cascade, Hellenics, and Dr. Jojo, all contributing to the hype train. Less than 20 seconds left by the time they hear this. And also Mrs. Anthony with 100 bits.
And Hellenics coming in with another 100 biddies.
But that's okay.
Okay.
Oh,
so the hype train is about to go down. So, yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen.
No.
3, 2, 1.
Thank you. Okay, let's that was a distraction. So
it's stuck on my screen, Neil.
Yeah, it's stuck on my screen as well. You're not the only one it's stuck on. Doesn't matter. Irrelevant.
All right. So
okay, it's time to bitch and whine.
Why? Why?
Because Bo-Katan is not what she should be.
Well, I mean, we're still. I still wanted to just touch on the Crankor.
Okay, yeah, we can. Yeah, keep going on about the Rancor. Thanks for the sub, Ray Rock.
Thank you very much, Ray Rock. I think that people are not going to. People are not going to be complaining as much. I think you are going to be quite happy, Neil. You're finally going to be able to do something and get above the people that are just phoning it in for zeros and getting what they get.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was kind of hoping. I was kind of hoping for the reduction as well. From the requirement being Relic 5. I really did genuinely think that they were going to bump it down to 3. I really did think that they were going to bump it down to 3.
I was gonna get to that next. What do you think about that? I mean.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. It was only the Whale and the Kraken. It was realistically, it was only the Whale and the Kraken, and the high end guilds that were doing it anyway. Now it's even easier for them, but it's still no easier for the between intermediate to high end. So people that are just on the cusp of it. People with people full of guilds that have got only 1. Maybe 2 Relic 5 squads at most, and not enough Rays and not enough Slackers and not enough GLs that just ain't going to be able to do it because they don't have the numbers. All of the higher end guilds, they already have the numbers, it's just got easier for them. So it's got easier for the people that could already do it, but it's got no easier for the people that couldn't do it. And that's why I'm, that's what I'm shimphing over. I mean, I think it's great that they've made it less reliant on scheduling, because obviously that was a major bone of contention, a legitimate bone of contention, especially when you have guilds that are international. But making it easier for people that were already doing it while not making it easier for people that just don't get a look in on it, it just seems a bit backwards, that's all.
I'm going to point out what Bodhi just said. It actually means that you need less Galactic Legends, as more Padme or CLS teams can actually count for something. Mm-hmm. So you could get that 1%. You can get, you could get those little chipaways at it early.
Well, that might not
sitting there. Well, you're not sitting there holding these teams going, what am I, I have to wait till Bob finally gets his ass in gear, logs on, and does his 2%.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be the mismatched teams.
Yes, it can. At least that's one good thing.
You don't need the powerhouse team. So I think that it is more accessible now to people, I'm going to say it, like you,
mm-hmm.
that don't exactly relic things up all the way just for the sake of relicking things up all the way.
Which I don't. I have 4 characters, 5 and above. 2 are 7s, 2 are 5s. Everything else, 4s and 3s. I don't even have any 1s, 2s, or it's not. I don't even have any 1s or 2s. It's either 3 or 4. I take them to 3 if I think they need a little bit more cheddar. I'll take them to 4, but I'm not going to take them to 5, because if they can't do for me at 4 or 3, it's like, well, screw you. I'll go to another character that can do it for me at 3 or 4.
How about a challenge? I just thought of this. How about a challenge where when we hit 1,000 followers, I get to pick a character that you have to take to Relic 7. It won't be a bad character.
Yeah, it'd still take me forever, though. I tell you what, make your pick, preemptively make your pick JML, and you're on. Because obviously, if when I do eventually get JML, I'm obviously going to take him to Relic 7. There is absolutely no point in having a GL and not taking them to 7.
No, this will make you happy. This will make you happy. I want you to take Brigadier Tom, because he's been such a workhorse for you to Relic 7.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't. Yeah, the thing with Brigadier Tom is I've got Brigadier Tom on like 3 accounts. Are your Relic 4s enough to beat Challenge Tier 4? I thought there was only 3 tiers. I thought the Assault Battles only had 3 challenge tiers.
Yeah, there's only challenge tier 3. It's relic material and then 2, or it's gear 13 finishers and then 2 relic material nodes.
Yeah, I'm to be honest with you, I'm stuck on. I'm content with challenge tier 2. I haven't done a challenge tier 3 on any Assault Battle. I'm either a challenge tier 1 guy or I'm a challenge tier 2 guy. I know I'll get to 3 eventually. I will. It's just there's no burning desire to spend a bunch of resources on a bunch of characters or a assault, for one Assault Battle. I will get there in my own very slow way.
All right. Let's go ahead and get into what's depressing you, Neil.
Mm-hmm.
Bo-Katan has come to the holotables, but she's not everything that you wanted her to be, is she?
No. I think that CG has massively disrespected her. Now, okay, let's get one thing right. Not as a marquee. As a marquee, that's exactly what you expect, that kind of middle-of-the-road average for a character as a marquee, which is why I think she should have been an epic confrontation, because an epic confrontation or a GL are allowed to be OP. They're allowed to be over the top, and you're allowed to let the power creep come in. And she's been on Rebels, she's been on the Clone Wars, and now she's been on The Mandalorian. She is a stalwart. She is a regular. She is a very, very well-loved, very well-respected character in the Star Wars universe. And they disrespected her by releasing her as a marquee and not... I mean, they could have made her legendary. They could have given her legendary as a minimum. She should have been a legendary character as a minimum. But releasing her as marquee, I'm like... No, just no. And I just, I'm sorry, but the Dark Trooper's better than her. And the Dark Trooper was just, the Dark Trooper should not be better than, just shouldn't be. It just shouldn't be better than her. So, yeah, I think.
A quick re-thank you to Jon Snow Awakens for refollowing. We appreciate that. Okay, so let's look at the kit really quick, because it's short. She's an attacker, leader, Mandalorian, and she's a scoundrel, so you can use her for those scoundrel events, which I am actually happy about.
Mm-hmm.
So her basic deals damage, and if it's on her turn, inflicts vulnerable for 1 turn. Otherwise, if it's not her turn, she deals 50% more damage, Neil.
Mm-hmm.
She has a special that is that dispels all debuffs, dazes, or dispels all buffs, so it takes away tenacity up, then it dazes them, and is an AoE. So it's everybody. That's pretty good.
That's one thing. It's
okay.
One thing. How
about when she's a leader, everybody becomes Chupio?
Look, I've seen what a Relic Bo-Katan does with other Relic Mandalorians, and it ain't all that. We can say until we're blue in the face that the kit's great and it does great things. It does great things. It's a great kit, and it does do great things. But her, with other Mandalorians, does not utterly destroy other teams that you would love to see her destroy. It's, it's B team, her in with Mandalorians is B team status beating other B team status, or, high relics beating lower relic A teams. It's not an off, she's never going to be an off meta counter.
I'm going to counter that, Neil, by saying she's not as strong with the Mandalorians that we have now.
Well, then maybe, fingers crossed fingers crossed that one of these rumored 6 new characters are her 2 compatriots from The Mandalorian. I imagine 2 of them are.
That's very true. I mean, we saw that in the data mine. I believe it was Arnold that put out a video about this stuff.
Yeah. I think 2 or 3 content creators did, actually. Once it was kind of weird. Everybody wanted confirmation from SIG. Then they went out and did their videos. So people were talking about it, but they didn't do their produced videos until SIG confirmed it. It's like, yeah, we can confirm it. Like the tree of knowledge. SIG. Oh, SIG. Please tell us.
So SIG doesn't know. SIG is one of us, but they're us very, very smart when it comes to this game. One of us. Looking at the data mine, we do see that there are additional Galaxy of Heroes bundles that we have not seen. Bo-Katan was Galaxy of Hero Bundle 4. 6 more, yesterday at 8:44 in the morning, the first ones, 1 through 4, were Moff Gideon, Armor, Dark Trooper, and Bo. Looks like that means 6 more keys are coming at some point. There are some people who are speculating that it will be an epic confrontation, like Gas, like Malik, and that we're going to need all these characters for that. But if so, even at an increased pace like they did Piet, we won't see this until, if they all come out, like, let's say in the next 3 weeks, we won't see anything until June.
Yeah, I still think we'll get an epic confrontation in May. It's just no longer going to be Bo-Katan.
Unless they speed it up like they did with Piet, I'm saying June.
Yeah. The only reason why I'm saying May is because the Bad Batch begins on May the 4th on Disney Plus, and I think that they will be heavily hitting the advertisement for the game while the Bad Batch is on. And I just think that's the I do genuinely think that that's the case.
Okay, good point there as well. But what if these 6 characters, for, let's just say let's go with the 6. How many are there in the Bad Batch? 4?
Oh no, I'm not saying that any of these 6 characters are going to be Bad Batch.
I'm saying that they are.
Oh right, I don't think any of them will be Bad Batch.
We already know who they are.
Yeah,
so
no, there are 5. There's 5 in the Bad Batch. That'll be. There's
5 including Echo.
Yeah, I know. We'll get another.
Who who could get a retouch up.
No, there's no need for a retouch up. We need a new Echo because it's a different Echo. It's a completely different Echo. Just like Sidious is different from Palpatine. Yeah, they're the same character, but they look completely and utterly different. Okay, one Echo is different from the other.
Let's say there's 4. There's 4 in the Bad Batch that we don't already have in the game. Then we've got the 2 Mandalorians who fought alongside Bo-Katan in The Mandalorian.
Yeah, no, we'll get those 2. We'll get those 2.
In the Bad Batch, that's 6.
We'll get those 2. We'll get Fennec Shan, and then we'll get 3 Empire Remnants.
I don't think we get Fennec Shand until Book of Boba at the end of the year.
I think we'll get her early.
I'll write on another piece of paper and eat it if I'm wrong that we don't get Fennec Shand in this next 6.
Yeah, I think we'll get a new once the Bad Batch is out. I think we'll get all 5 of them as a marquee. I think we'll get all 5 of them as marquees. I think this year is going to be just like 2018, Galaxy of Marquees. I think we're going to get a heavy year of marquees. Really.
If we do, I welcome it because I love farming stuff. Yes, it takes away from other farming, but I really do miss the days of the old CG and the old farming.
Yeah, well, that's why I think that we won't get the Bad Batch as marquees until either halfway through the show or at the end of the series. Because we'll get an epic confrontation at the middle of the year, and then we'll get another epic confrontation at the end of the year. And the reason why I think we'll get so many marquees this year is because, they want people to either whale out or farm a bunch of new characters needed for these epic confrontations. Because epic confrontations always need double-digit characters. Always. Every single epic confrontation has required double-digit characters. Including some legendaries. I mean, look at Gas. So, yeah.
Look at Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Revan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Ginger Ninja D, for the follow. Padawan number 954. Don't let the bot fool you. Let's take a break. We're running behind. Do you have the button?
My keypad's still not working, but yeah, I've got the button.
All right. We'll be back after these messages with more talk about Galaxy of Heroes and Conquest. Right after these messages right here on the Escape Podcast.
The Escape Podcast with Paul Anthony and Neil Andrew Ware.
Hotbot in HotUtils is one of the most comprehensive tools for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.
With integration into the super useful mod tool Grand Ivory, HotUtils can help you tackle some of the most difficult aspects of the game.
Not sure how to mod your roster for a certain game mode?
use one of the many filters that automatically assigns the right mods to the right character in accordance with your guild needs.
Now with additional features that can assist you and your guild officers in territory battles and territory wars, HotUtils is an amazing value.
And don't forget the useful tools for yourself in Grand Arena, like the in-depth and customizable compare feature.
Got multiple accounts like Neil, but not the time to remod them all?
With this one-stop utility, you can switch between your alts and never miss a mod upgrade or a mod switch before locking into GAC or Territory Wars.
Starting at just $5 a month, you don't want to miss out on these great tools.
HotUtils is the new official remodding service for the Escape Pod cast.
Visit HotUtils.com to learn more. That's HotUtils.com. And go ahead and spice up your Galaxy of Heroes experience.
Hello, friends. This is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and I approve this message and am compensated for signups for this service.
The world's largest audiobook library is at your fingertips, and the Escape Pod Castaways wants you to try it for free. Head on over to escapepodcastaways.com and click the Going Nerdy offer button to claim a free audiobook and 2 Audible originals. Cancel anytime, and it's absolutely free to sign up. Check out Audible and support the Escape Pod Castaways, all for free. See Audible website for details. Restrictions may apply.
Podawans, be sure to support the shows brought to you on the Escape Podcast Twitch and YouTube channel by becoming a Patreon. For as little as $2 a month, you can support us and get a little extra for yourself. With tiered rewards including access to ShittyBill's Arena Tracking Bot, after-show access, inclusion in the GA Center leaderboards, behind-the-scenes access, and much more. There is something for everyone on our Discord server. Head on over to Patreon, that is patreon.com/The Escape Pod, and sign up today. Thank you for supporting and listening to the Escape Podcast.
This week's Guild Classified is really special to me. This week is Yavin 4, the guild of me, Paul Anthony of the Escape Pod cast, and also the Llama. Yavin 4 can be classified as a serious yet casual guild. They still expect you to get your 600 every day, but they aren't going to micromanage your life to ensure that you do. Getting 18 stars with access to the cam shards in the light side territory battle, and 31 stars in dark side. The crew in Yavin 4 know how to play the game in order to squeeze out the best of its members without burning them out. That's not all though. Our guild is also completing the Challenge Rancor Raid. Get those coveted arrow magnifiers with us. Yavin 4 is looking for players of at least 5.5 million who are cam shard ready with their 501st, are friendly, and want to find a place to become the best that they can be. Check out the Escape Pod recruiting link down below in the description, or I'm pretty sure that Holenix has already posted the quick command in chat. Come play alongside me and the Llama, and let's have some fun.
Hello, I am Andy Beads, commander of the 506 Procrastination Battalion.
And I'm Camp Director Flair of Gaming Embers.
We are the officers of the Chain Gang.
We're a collection of Twitch streamers that like to stream our Grand Arena Championship battles.
In Star Wars Galaxy Heroes,
we feature accounts of all sizes.
From the large accounts, like Fruit Ninja Mike,
to the small accounts like, well, mine.
We have grand arena action for all viewers.
With names like The Llama,
Ran B,
Dr. Zeppers,
Mr. Jigabachi,
Geek Girl 1980,
Rico,
Kate Gaming,
Flair,
Andy Beads,
and the Escape Podcast's own, The Nev.
We bring you continuous game action every day during the attack phase.
Check us out and ride the raid chain from streamer to streamer with us.
The Chain Gang is proud feature of the Escape Pod Castaways.
See you on the chain, ya hosers.
The Escape Pod Cast.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. Okay, what are we talking about?
Well, the first thing that I want to talk about, I want to acknowledge one of our listeners who they watch on YouTube, they comment on YouTube. They are a I love seeing their name whenever it's a comment, because I know he actually gives two craps. And that's, I'm just going to call him Scott. They comment every so often on the show. And he wants to mention, because I know we got a lot of content creators. Thank you, Geek Girl, for the 520 bits. Wow. Scott says, and what I was going to say, we have content creators that listen to the show as well, and they know that we love them. But he wanted to mention, I'm quoting, I'm absolutely shocked that no content creator bothers to make content for territory war battles. I only know of a few guys like Indigo that probably does content on territory wars once in a blue moon. As a content creator, one can easily combine it in a stream with Conquest if they want to do that. And please don't play the proprietary nonsense, as whatever your proprietary counter is, you have been testing it in Arena, and others have seen it already, and you are using that in GAC, as well as the history is out there for everyone to see. As a content creator, if I was any good at PvP, I would take this mantle up. I really would.
I would not.
Why is that?
Because it's boring.
That was gonna be the next thing I was going to get to.
If Territory Wars was fun and exciting, people would stream it. It's not fun and exciting, which is why no one streams it. Grand Arena Championships and Galactic Conquest, obviously the new one, is fun and exciting. So lots of people stream it. It's as simple as that. If it's fun and exciting, it gets streamed. If it's not, it doesn't. That's why Territory Wars doesn't get streamed. Because content creators, it's a chore. You know, I always say, I say to people, always a pleasure, never a chore. It's the complete opposite for Territory Wars. Territory Wars is a chore. Nobody likes to or wants to do it. They do it out of necessity because they might be in a guild that has to do it. I'm glad I'm in a guild that doesn't have to do it. I set one team on defense, like most people, and then if I've got time, or if I want to try a couple of counters that I'm thinking of using for GAC, then I'll go in with it. But I don't, because it's usually two front walls of GLs, and it's like that's not what I'm going to face in Grand Arena. Because what people put on defense in Territory Wars is entirely different to Grand Arena Championships.
So we do have confirmation. Occasionally streams some territory battles. By the way, Dickie Darkside, thank you for the 9 nickels. Sephiranus, thank you for the shiny nickel. Sometimes does it, but if you're looking for people who really love it, I mean, we all know. I mean, I'm freaking wearing an shirt right now. If you're looking for somebody who loves to get into the nuance of it instead of the entertainment of it, you have Mr. Jigabachi and both Carly and Mitch, able to be found at twitch.tv/Carly and Mitch. Go figure. They love Territory Wars as well. So, Scott, I would recommend checking out those people.
Yeah. But they are the exception, not the rule.
But they are the exception and not the rule. I would do it if, it wasn't, if our guild didn't see so many, we're just going to throw everything on our wall and hope you can beat it.
I mean, it could be. Here's the thing: you could make Territory Wars fun and exciting, right? If you could get half a guild in a voice chat and then one person streams it, okay, that could be. I mean, you're not going to see battles from 25 other people. You're not going to see battles from 25 other people because not everybody would be able to. Share their screen on Discord for the person streaming it to be able to switch backwards and forwards. I mean, it'd be possible, but you're never going to be able to get a substantial number of people in your guild to be able to sit on a stream for a couple of hours, sitting around waiting so that you can like show a bunch of different territory wars battles.
We got some really good chats coming in. Blackened, one of our really, really good friends who works on a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes sheet. There's no instant gratification for the viewer like there is GAC. In Territory Wars, hey, I won a few battles. In Grand Arena Championship, hey, I fully cleared my opponent.
Yeah, good point. Excellent.
And also, Bo Monday points out that there's a fair bit of waiting around for your mates to clear other teams in the zone.
Exactly.
Bodie says streaming 2 hours looking at a territory waiting for the next zone to wake up and attack doesn't sound exciting. But Carly and Mitch do say they still want to get an all streamers guild going to see how that would work out. I think it would be great, but we all have our ties, and the fact that we all have different experiences is what makes this community of content creators a wonderful thing. That's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Look at GA Center.
Yeah.
So
I just,
Scott, I wanted to bring that up, give you some tips on who does like to do it. And I hope that answers your question, and thank you for commenting on the YouTube video from last week. We really appreciate you. All right, Conquest. I have to give credit to Bodie. I have to give credit to him because he got my brain circuits going. He posted at 4:10 p.m. this afternoon that it is only going to take people who can get to the end. It's only going to take your Krakens 7 conquests or 6 months to get their Razor Crest to pardon me, hiccups because of my medication. Your Razor Crest to 7 stars.
That's not bad.
It'll only take 3 months to get it to unlock.
Bad. Yeah, but that's for the Krakens that can get all the way to hard. The end of hard.
Correct. Now, if any Krakens are listening that they don't know how this will work, this time around buy the Razor Crest shards. Next time around, and the time after that, on number 3 and number 4, buy the Razor Crest shards. So you're getting a total of 12 that are in sectors 3, 4, and 5 of hard mode. If you get the red box, you get your 44 on your 5th time around, the 4th month in, because we got 2 going here. On the 5th month around, all you have to do is buy 8 and get the red box the next 3 months, and you will have unlocked Razor Crest to 7 stars.
I'm going to be... My Razor Crests are going to be off kilter as well on my main and my main ult. You remember last week I said I would do 1 on normal and I would do 1 on hard.
Yes.
So
How is that going?
So I did my main. Because I was concerned that I might not just have what was necessary to get to that first prize box. I decided to take my main ult onto the hard because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it to that first box, and I left my main account on the normal because I knew 100% that I was going to be able to get a box number 6, and I was definitely going to be able to get myself Razor Crest shards. Okay, so as it worked out, I got really, really lucky with the data cards on my main ult in Sector 1, and I was able to do Sector 1 like that. Not a problem. Easy. And I've got to the first prize box. So I've already got 20 shards. The best I'm going to get is 16 on my main. So yeah, I'm going to be out of kilter. So next time, for all future galactic challenges, I will be taking both my main and my main ult through to hard, because I know that both those accounts are going to be able to hit that first prize box, and everything else after is just a bonus.
Okay. So let's talk about normal mode. If you go into normal mode, you're getting 20 Razor Crest shards on the first box, right?
No, you're getting 20
I'm
hard.
sorry, you're getting it on the big box, on the red one.
No, I'm not. I'm not getting the red box on either of my main or my main alts. I'm only getting to 6.
Okay, what I'm saying is that if you get the red box in normal, you get the 20 shards, and then you have an opportunity to buy 4. If you do that every single time, if you only play normal, it will take 7 conquests to unlock Razor Crest, so that's 6 months down the line. It will take 13 months down the line, 14 conquests to get it to 7-star on normal only. So you'll be 6 months behind the Krakens if you stay on normal.
Oh, I'm not going to stay on normal next month.
I'm talking to the listener in this point.
No. Yeah, next month screw that. This is the last time. It's good that there were 2 exhibitions this month. To be honest with you, I'm glad that there were 2 exhibitions back to back. But for the next one, when we're no longer in exhibition and it's gone into real, my main account is going to be doing the hard node. It is going to be doing the hard node because I want to get to the Razor Crest as fast as possible, and I'm going to achieve it faster on hard with both those accounts than one on normal and one on hard.
I do want to point out that our whales do not have to fear the Krakens in this situation. Because once again, our good friend Bodhi put this out there. If you get the box below, if you get to the 6th box, like you did in normal, 40 shards each time, you will buy them all except for the very, very last one on Sector 5. You will unlock it at the exact same time as a Kraken. But you have to buy the shards each and every single time.
Yeah. I'm kind of hoping that I'll be able to get on my main alt. I'm confident that I'll be able to get box 3 or maybe box 4. Getting through Sector 1 was really, really easy. Because I only needed 3 squads. My Jedi squad, my Jedi squad, my JKL squad, my Darth Revan squad, and my CLS squad. And I was able to blitz through Sector 1 with those 3 squads. So easy. It was really, really simple, really straightforward. Wasn't an issue whatsoever. It's a lot tougher on Sector 2 because obviously all of my relic characters, they're around the 3-4 mark. So it's much, much harder. As soon as the squads drop below, I'd say 80% in stamina, my squads no longer have the ability to. They can still do a node, but they ain't getting it 3 stars. Somebody's always getting taken out. First time I did it, I was left with JKL. I was just getting 1 stars. So yeah, I need to allow the stamina to build back up to 100, so I can at least get 2 matches out of each of those 3 squads. So it's a grind. You know, for my account, it is a grind.
So let's talk about that you said the 5th box or the 4th box.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the 5th box though real quick. You will be 1 month behind the whales and the Krakens if you can only get to the 5th box. This is a good thing for the people that just play the game to play the game and aren't in these crazy mega guilds. You'll only be 1 month behind with the Razor Crest. And if you can get to Sector 4, you only need to buy the Razor Crest shards in 3 and 4 every single time with the 5th box, and you will 7-star it. You'll 7-star it at that on the 8th time around, so the 7th month. You will unlock it at the same time as the whales and the Krakens. So there's good news on the horizon there.
Mm-hmm.
If you can only get to 4 and you buy the Razor Crest shards, you still have the ability to compete. They'll just have it 1 month earlier. But we're going down to the 4th box where you're at. You have to get to Sector 5 and get the Razor Crest shards. You don't have to beat beat hard mode. You don't have to, deal with the Relic 8 Jedi Master Luke, but you have to get halfway through. Because if you are only getting the 4th box, you'll only get 32 shards. And you'll have to buy from Sector 3, 4, and 5 each and every time. And you will still unlock it on that 7th month. Anything below that, you are relegated back to the 9th month, or the 8th month, the 9th month. It will get difficult, but if you're still playing on hard, it'll be quicker than if you're doing just normal. So I advocate, which you have agreed that it will be good, to go ahead and make the jump to hard on the account if you can do hard and get at least 1 box.
Yeah. If you can get that one, and like I said, if you only need a moderately relict Darth Revan team. You need 1 Jedi team. I mean, it helps if you've got JKL, but he's not necessary. He really, really isn't. I mean, I think the every time I've used my JKL Jedi team, it's all Darth Revan. Sorry, it's all Jedi Knight Revan and GMY that I'm using. Every once in a while, you might throw the AoE stun out with JKL, but apart from that, it's all GMY and JKL and Basti. So as long as you've got a Darth Revan team, a Jedi Knight Revan team, and a CLS team, and they're all relict, you're golden. You can get to that first box of hard with just those 3 squads. I mean, you could probably get to it with just the Revans. I mean, the only reason why I used the CLS team was because when they hit like 70 or 80%, it was taking a lot longer to get through those teams. So it's like, that one gets to 70, that one gets to 70. Then I moved over to my CLS just so I could use all my energy. You could grind it out with just the 2 Revan teams quite comfortably in a couple of days. And once you've got that first box on hard, and you've got your Razor Crest shards, everything else after it is just a bonus. Overdoing the normal node and having to grind all the way through 5 sectors and grind out all those. If you are not getting
the red box,
huh?
The red box gives you 20. But in order to get the red box, you still have to go through Sector 5, right?
No, you don't need to get the red box.
No, I'm talking about in normal.
Yeah, in normal you don't need to you don't need to get the red box. You just need to be able to complete Sector 5.
No. What I'm saying, if you are going for 20 shards of Razor Crest,
yeah.
If you're going for the 24, you still have to get to Sector 5 with the red box to get 24 shards. Because you get 20 from the red box plus the 4 that you buy from the scavenger along the way.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's irrelevant. I'm saying all of that is irrelevant. Once you complete Sector 5 of normal, the next one, you can choose whether you want to do normal or whether you want to do hard. So you can stay. I completed all 5 sectors with both my accounts, but I did not get the red box on either of them.
Right, so you only got 16
because
shards.
Because I couldn't get all of the feats. However, I know that on both my accounts, if I do both my accounts on hard, I will get the first box and I will get more shards. Okay, so it makes no sense whatsoever if you can complete normal, but you just can't get all of the feats to be able to get the 7th box. All right, it makes no sense to stay and grind out normal all 5 sectors when all you have to do is Sector 1 and a little bit of Sector 2 in order to get that first box on hard.
But Neil, there's only one problem with the logic. You didn't see it this time because the Razor Crest shards were missing from Sector 5's scavenger. If you get 16, and if you get the box below red, plus you purchase the shards, you get 20. That is true. But if you can get the red box on normal, but you can't get the first box, or you can't get the second box on hard, you're better off staying on normal because you can get up to 24 shards rather than relegating yourself to box number 1 of hard mode.
You just contradicted yourself there. If you can't get the red box, you're getting 16 and 4.
You're getting 20 and 4.
No,
Or if you cannot get the red box,
exactly,
you're getting 16 and 4.
Exactly. So if you can't get the red box, there's no point. But if you can't get the red box, but you can complete normal, there's no point staying on normal. You just go to hard, you get the first box, and you get 20. And then everything you get after is a bonus.
But if you can get the red box, but you cannot get the second box on hard, it's better to go normal because you'll get 24 rather than just 20.
Yeah,
because you won't be able to purchase.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is you can. I don't think I'm not just going to get the first box on my main ult, which is 4.5 mil GP. Like I said, I think I'm going to maybe hit 3 or 4. Yeah. I'll hit 3 or 4. I'm only going to be able to do like 6 matches a day. Because, like I said, once my relic squads drop below 80%, they're useless. Even with the, even with the data card, even with really, really good data cards, they just don't hit as hard. Their stats take a massive, massive hit. Nobody. If you can get all the way to the end of Sector 5 on normal, with what you've got, you are definitely going to be able to get at least box 2, maybe box 3 on hard. You're not going to get stuck at just box 1.
I would wholly agree in principle that you should be able to. I just wanted to make people aware of the possible downfall of going, I can get there. Let's, Okay, Awaken subscribe for a month. And also wanted to ask a question. We'll acknowledge this here. If you get stuck early hard mode, you'll lose out on conquest currency. Should I care? You can still keep punching the low ones that you can do to get conquest currency.
Yeah, I had loads of conquest currency left over after doing the first one. But I will say he does have a point specifically with hard, because that scavenger on Sector 1 of hard, you can get relic materials. And when I opened that store and I saw those relic materials, I spent all my currency on those relic materials straight away. I'm like,
if it wasn't for the damn Razor Crest, I would have done the same.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah. I'm spending all my currency on this relic, on this relic material. So I went to town on that relic material, the 5 and the 10, on both the relic materials that were available there that I only had in the low double digits, because I've got like triple digits on all the other ones.
All right. We need to get to a break. On the other side of this break, I'm going to really quick answer. Actually, Dylarr, you're going to be on next. So yeah. I'll answer your question coming up in just a moment live on the air, because Dylarr Twi'lek Tactics is joining us for our incoming transmission right after Story Time with the Llama with a brand new series starting this very week. Stick around. We'll be right back right here on the Escape Podcast.
The Escape Pod Cast with Paul Anthony and Neil Andrew Ware.
Hello, Escape Podawans. It is the Llama here to remind you that the Escape Pod Castaways are on social media. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, you can catch us on YouTube and on Twitch every week streaming Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, LEGO Legacy Heroes Unboxed, your favorite new Galaxy of Heroes show GA Center, and so much more. Come catch us on the web.
Are you a member of Team Paul or Team Neil? Maybe you prefer story time with the llama, or dabble in the buttery side of the Force with Biscuit Weasel. Or maybe you like the Escape Pod talents from Down Under like Heinzie and Scotty. No matter who you support, you can get one of my designs from the Escape Podcast merch store. Just go to escapepodcastaways.com, click on the merch link, and it will take you to the TeePublic site where you can support me, Mrs. Anthony, also known as Critty K. Also be sure to check out the Mrs. Anthony Shirts channel on the Escape Podcast's Discord server weekly to vote for my latest shirts in the Design Derby on Woot. Links for both of these are down below. Thank you for supporting the Escape Pod Cast.
Heinzie from the ANZGC is officially a member of the Escape Pod Castaways. Make sure you go and search for Heinzie on YouTube today because he live streams a lot of his GAC content, and not only does he do that, he also does some pretty fun videos from time to time, including a behind the screen and also streaming Jedi Fallen Order. And from time to time, this idiot might drop by. Head on over and check out Heinzie today on YouTube, a part of the Escape Pod Castaways network.
The Escape Pod Cast for Kids. It's really cool.
Hello, Escape Padawans, and welcome back to Storytime with the Llama in the Escape Pod Cast for Kids. Now this week, as we embark on our starting strategies journey, we find ourselves asking the age-old question: to hyperdrive bundle or to not hyperdrive bundle? This pack, coming in at a very, very steep $100 US, is by far the most expensive pack out there. And I know what you're saying, Llama, $100 plus tax, that's crazy. I can buy an entire Lego set and keep myself occupied for hours with that $100. Is this really worth it? The answer is yes and no. It really all depends on what you're looking to get out of the game from the start. But let's take a look at the hyperdrive bundle itself, and then we can kind of debate whether or not it's worth it. Now, with the $99 hyperdrive bundle, you get a few things. First off, you immediately jump to player at level 85. There's no grinding 85, you don't have to worry about XP and things like that. You immediately jump up to level 85. Not to mention, you get access to absolutely everything in the game. You get access to all of the light side and dark side battle levels, you get access to all of the cantina levels, the mod levels, the fleet levels, not to mention all of the challenge tiers. You'll also upgrade 16 of your ships, you'll also upgrade 65 of your characters. Now all of those characters are going to jump up to 5 stars, gear 8. All of your ships are going to go up to 5 stars as well. It's important to note that they do not go to 7 stars, so you will have to finish the grind up to 7 stars. But with all of these characters, you get a ton of great factions that give you a really good start in the game, especially when we're talking about GAC. You'll get Phoenix, you'll get a full Rebels squad, you'll get everything you need to start your Commander Luke Skywalker journey, you'll get a Resistance team, you'll get a full Jedi team, which gives you a head start for Revan and Grandmaster Yoda. You'll get a full Empire team, you'll get Empire Troopers, which is great. You get a starting First Order team, you get a starting Bounty Hunters team, so you can start getting that gold that's super, super necessary in the beginning of the game. You get some great Sith characters. Your Darth Vader immediately jumps to 5 stars, so you can get him at 7 stars that much faster through achievements. You get Night Sisters, and last but not least, you get Clone Troopers. So you get a lot of stuff. Not to mention, you get a ton of resources. You get 20 million gold, you get 10 million ship currency, you get some crystals, you get currency for every single shop. You get training materials, you get 500 sim tickets, you even get some Zeta mats. You get some energy, which is awesome. You get 500 of each kind of energy. Not to mention, you get a ton of gear. A ton of gear. It's a really good way to jumpstart your reserves and give you a little bit of a heads up when it comes to Arena and GAC. And I will say, it is a pretty good value for the money, just with everything that you get, how it unlocks everything in the game, how you can kind of jump right in and immediately start without having to worry about working your way to some things. For a new player, absolutely, it is valuable. I wouldn't necessarily say it's valuable for a mid to end game player. Yes, you get a lot of gear, you get the Zeta mats, you get kind of the materials and things like that and the energy, but you don't get any of the character shards. So if you already have a character above 5 stars that's in this list, you don't get 5 stars worth of those character shards. So that kind of is moot. Same thing with ships. So I would say if you're a new player, 100% worth it. Mid to end game player, not necessarily. Whether or not to buy the Hyperdrive bundle really comes down to how you want to play the game. If you want to open up this game and immediately be able to hop in and start doing all of the fun things that we love to do, then absolutely the Hyperdrive bundle is probably the way for you to go. But if you enjoy the grind, if you enjoy the build-up, if you enjoy putting the work in, I would say that the Hyperdrive bundle isn't really necessary. You're going to see a lot of people in your arena shard with it, but it doesn't make it necessary. Now, I've said this a few times that competitive free-to-play in the arena is just dead. It's really impossible to keep up, but you can still be very competitive in GAC and in other aspects of the game if you are free to play. So you don't have to buy the Hyperdrive bundle to be successful in this game, and I encourage you to really think about whether or not you want to do it. That's all for me. Tune in next week for more story time with the llama and the Escape Pod Cast for Kids.
HotBot in HotUtils is one of the most comprehensive tools for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.
With integration into the super useful mod tool Grand Ivory, HotUtils can help you tackle some of the most difficult aspects of the game.
Not sure how to mod your roster for a certain game mode?
Use one of the many filters that automatically assigns the right mods to the right character in accordance with your guild needs.
Now with additional features that can assist you and your guild officers in territory battles and territory wars, HotUtils is an amazing value.
And don't forget the useful tools for yourself in Grand Arena, like the in-depth and customizable compare feature.
Got multiple accounts like Neil, but not the time to remod them all?
With this one-stop utility, you can switch between your alts and never miss a mod upgrade or a mod switch before locking into GAC or Territory Wars.
Starting at just $5 a month, you don't want to miss out on these great tools.
HotUtils is the new official remodding service for the Escape Pod Cast.
Visit HotUtils.com to learn more. That's HotUtils.com. And go ahead and spice up your Galaxy of Heroes experience.
Receiving incoming transmission. Receiving incoming transmission. Receiving incoming transmission.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. Paul, Master of Ceremonies, introduce our guest to everybody.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the past few weeks, we have had some of the people that I looked up to when I was starting in Galaxy of Heroes. The people that taught me essentially what I needed to know, and they didn't even know who the hell I was. But another thing, Neil, is we seem to be getting a lot more damn Canadians on this show more often than not. Hailing from the Great White North, over yonder on the west side, is our next guest. He is a lover of Darth Talon and all things Twi'lek. No, he's not Urza. No, get that out of your mind. Ladies and gentlemen, straight out of Ryloth, I welcome you, Dylarr. How are you, buddy?
I'm fabulous. Thanks for having me, guys. How are you?
Doing well.
Oh, we're
and
good.
We just let our favorite Canadian, Dickie Darkside, know that he has another Canadian friend.
He definitely has a rival. That's true.
We have lots of clearly we have lots of favorite Canadian friends. There's just so many of them.
Andy Beads,
so many of them.
Dickie Darkside.
I have lots of Commonwealth amigos.
So, let's just get this out of the way, because I know the answer to this, and Neil cannot say anything about this. Let me just get the cup ready. Are you free to play, Dylarr?
No, sadly no. I think I gave up that card very, 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 very quickly in my Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes gaming life, so I'm definitely not free to play. Sorry, Nev.
I knew you weren't free to play.
By the way, I just learned that Carly and Mitch are also Canadian. There we go.
Hey, how about that?
Yeah. Well, see, there's so little to do up here that we just play video games and we stream and we hang out with other fine folks on the interwebs, since we got miles of distance of space in between all of us up here. So,
but sometimes the internet caribou get eaten, and it makes this whole,
caribou's
slow down.
tasty though. Caribou's lovely. You haven't lived unless you had a good caribou.
So, Dylarr, when did you start?
I oddly enough, I think I discovered the game on a Facebook ad. So I started like February 10th of 2016. So not day one player, but fairly quickly. I think raids and guilds came out just right after I started playing. So pretty early on, playing pretty much every day since. I think I've only missed 3 days, playing on holidays, vacations. Yep. Yeah, it's been a while. So long-term player.
Long-term.
And I think you just released a video a moment ago where you evaluated your own account, and it's currently sitting at 7.5 million?
Yeah, 7.611 as of yesterday evening at the time of recording. And that's a weekly segment I like to do. I like to show people kind of what I'm working on, what I'm farming, how I'm spending crystals, what I did that week, and so and so. People seem to like it. But,
you running any alts, mate? You running any alts?
Nope, not an alt. I think I had an alt for a week and said I cannot do this. I have so little time. I definitely do not have time to run.
Wow,
an alt account.
You're part of a rare breed of people that don't have alts.
Well, alt lives don't matter.
I know. I have alts, and alt lives don't matter.
Sorry, Zareth.
That's all right. Zareth's not in chat. We can say it all we like.
That's true. Nope, no alts.
No alts.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Yeah,
I put
I'm
enough
the one
time
who started
into
the
my
no
game.
alts chant, and it's yeah.
So right, okay. Let's get the elephant out of the room. You like Darth Talon?
Yes, I do.
I mean, apart from the obvious, what is it that what is it that does it for you regarding her?
Well,
because I mean, was it because you just saw like the images of her and you were like, "Whoa, who's that?" Or did you actually read the Legacy comics?
Sadly, I did not read the Legacy comics, although I've watched enough videos explaining them. Maybe I should pick them up someday, but I've liked Twi'leks ever since. There we go. That would be much appreciated. I like Twi'leks ever since the original trilogy. I liked Hera, Ayla. So as soon as I found a red Twi'lek that was a Sith with a red lightsaber, I was hooked. I was hooked. I was all in.
Who do you think? Which actress would you like to see playing her when she comes to the Star Wars universe on Disney Plus?
That's easy. It's Kate Beckinsale.
Oh, that is a damn good choice.
Hands down.
No, they can't though.
Hands down.
Oh no.
Then Emily Blunt.
I don't. No, don't get me wrong. I'm a big Kate fan. I'm a huge Kate fan. You know, being British, her being British. You know, I'd love to see another British lass. You know, as hot as Kate, playing her. But you know, wouldn't you prefer someone with a little bit more longevity, an actress with a little bit more longevity, a bit, you know, like Scarlett Johansson has been Black Widow. She was able to because they got her when she was young. So you watched her grow, and you were able to see the actress grow into the character over the decade. Now Kate, if you brought her in, it's going to be a little, you know, I'm not suggesting for 1 second that she isn't going to be as hot at 50 as she is now at 40. But, you know, you got to think 10 years from now.
Well, I would say Amber Heard, but I think her days with Disney are done.
Yeah, no. We do not want drama queens on set that are just going to argue and, you know, cause problems. You know, we want professionals, people that get in, do the job, and everybody likes them, and they don't cause problems, and they're not drama queens. You know, we don't need no Amber Heards or what's his face that did Batman? Or Tom Cruise. We don't need drama queens on set. You know, we don't need prima donnas on set. We just want professionals to get in, do the job, get out.
Yeah, see, I don't think I can pick a young actress. It's all like I'd like Charlize Theron to be her. Just all like
Thane just pointed out Tessa Thompson. Valkyrie.
No. Yeah, Tessa Thompson.
She's young enough, and she's
Darth Talon doesn't have to be young though.
I'm not saying that she has to be young. I'm saying that for the longevity of the camera, for the character, it would make more sense to have a younger actress play Darth Talon.
Well, that's why we got CGI and anti-aging technology.
Yeah, true. We do have the anti-aging technology, but then then they got to bring in the stunt doubles, you know. But yeah, so no, I must admit though, I do like your first choice. Kate Beckinsale would.
Oh, hands down.
Oh, one. God, yeah. Can you imagine her in that I'm already imagining Kate in that costume.
I'm going to throw out an older actress that if she did, you know, and I'm going to, you guys are going to disagree with me. I already know this. But if she didn't have the fact that she doesn't play bad guys anymore, Drew Barrymore.
Nope, she's too innocent.
Oh God, yeah, no, Drew wouldn't work. Drew wouldn't work. But while you're talking, I'm going to come up with an actress that I think would work, because not only is she an actress, but she's a martial artist, and she's been stunt double on lots and lots of movies. And
you can't say Gina.
Huh? No. Gina's already got a character. She'll be reprising her role as Kara.
You think so, Neil?
I know so.
We're not going to break the talk about that rule for this.
Damn it,
if
where is she?
Megan Fox could act, I'd say Megan Fox could pull off the look, but sadly.
Oh yeah, yeah, but she's a bit of a drama queen as well, isn't she? Oh no, it wasn't her that was the drama queen on Transformers. It was just her and the director butting heads, wasn't it?
Yes.
Mr. I must have an explosion every 12 seconds in my movie, or it's not an action movie. It's like, no, that's not how action movies work. You don't need to blow something up every 12 seconds.
Well, Disney, if you're listening, she deserves a second chance. So, Megan Fox.
Oh, what, Megan Fox? Yeah. No, I think she's good. I mean, she would definitely bring the dads in, that's for sure. She would definitely bring the dads in. It's like, what are you watching on Disney Plus, son? Who is that character? Oh, it's Darth Talon. She's really, really nice. I'm just going to get comfortable and watch this TV show with you.
Let me ask you this though, Nev. If they did give us Darth Talon, would you want to see a Disney version of Darth Talon? Because that might just ruin her for us.
Well, no. Because, and this is why I would like to see a younger version. I would like to see the light side, because Darth Talon is Darth Talon because of Legacy. She's a Sith in Legacy because of Darth Krayt. Now, if you're doing what I suspect Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are going to do, which is simply take the character, you would have to create a newish background, a bit like when Dave Filoni took the Witches of Dathomir and the planet Dathomir from the Courtship of Princess Leia, which is an extended universe book. He took the Witches of Dathomir, he took the planet Dathomir, and created the Night Sisters. And that's where we get the Night Sisters from. The Night Sisters are from an extended universe book. And that's what Dave Filoni did. So Jon Favreau could do something very, very similar with Darth Talon before she was Darth Talon. So less tattoos, because the tattoos were given by, or you give us a full dark, you give us a kind of figure and then throw it in there. And the reason why I'm saying give us the light side of Darth Talon and just give us Talon, don't give us Darth Talon, is we could then see a progression of her becoming Talon to be, becoming Darth Talon. I mean, you'd need to throw a Sith into the mix to train her. We do have one that's floating around out there that hasn't been brought back into the Mandalorian universe yet.
was there not a rumor that Talon was going to be in season 3 of The Mandalorian?
No. The rumor is that she's going to...
She was going to be one of the original bad guys in George Lucas's sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, though. Would you rather have Darth Talon, or would you rather them bring back Asajj Ventress? Because technically she died in Legends, so they could revisit Asajj Ventress.
Yeah, I have. I like to see good characters from the extended universe be brought back in. They've kind of got to do a little bit of reworking of backstory. You know, they have to rework the backstory a little, and they have to rework the character a little bit. But you know, the sole character of the individual, they can maintain that. And it pays respect to the great character making of the writers and the artists from the comic books and the novels of the extended universe. Because Darth Talon is, from the legacy comic books, 100 years ABY. But to take one of that's never going to get made. I mean, for some reason, Disney doesn't want to make money. Because if they took all of the comics and some of the novels from the extended universe and just said, let's just make a Star Wars multiverse, it's not like any one franchise hasn't done that before, and they made an animated version, it'd sell. People would watch it, It doesn't have to be amazing, 12 episode animated series. They can do an animated film. DC does it with comic books and graphic novels all the time. They did it with Superman, they do it with Batman, and those movies are very, very popular. And they're alternate versions. The Superman Red Sun was an alternate version of Superman if he crashed in Russia, not in Middle America. Okay, that was a great film. The graphic novel was great, and when they made it into an animated film, as soon as I heard it was on, I wanted to watch it. That is something that I otherwise would not have watched. So, comic books, they could turn them into cartoons. They've practically got the animation there already, so they could make, but for some reason, they just don't want to make money. It's like, oh no, we only have to do things in our canon. It's like, no, you don't. Just say it's not part of canon. It's just a Star Wars story.
I wholeheartedly agree with you.
But if we can get the character, if we can, if Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau can pull a couple of characters out here and there and give them a little bit of a rework, like they did with the Witches of Dathomir, calling them Night Sisters, that worked. Asajj Ventress, the Daka, all those characters worked. They didn't take any of the actual characters, any of the actual Witches of Dathomir from the book. They just took the planet and the premise of that type of, witch-like clan.
So how much have you looked into the Acolyte show that's coming?
I haven't looked into it at all because I don't think it's going to be particularly good.
Well, they say it's supposed to revolve around a dark side apprentice, female dark side apprentice. So there's their chance. So Disney, please, that's what we want. Darth Talon, even if she's going to be back like 500 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's get back onto the topic of you. What was your first? Was the Galactic War Trial Krennic lead team? Was that truly your first video?
No, I think I started just recording my arena climbs just for giggles, but the Krennic led team, because I was out of my mind and I got Krennic and Death Trooper almost day one and Relict, and I was using them to counter the CLS triple cleanse. I think it was CLS, Chirrut, Baze, no R2 yet. R2 hadn't been released, GK and somebody else. And just because I thought Death Trooper was cool. But no, I can't remember what my first video was. It was close, somewhere back there though.
Gotcha. Because I was looking, I scrolled all the way down to your videos playlist and saw the Krennic team. But I also noticed that you didn't just stream Galaxy of Heroes with this account. You're also an investor, apparently.
Yeah. I got a whole nother channel. It's a finance channel that I haven't put any work into in months, because I just don't have time. I want to. Originally, Star Wars Galaxy Heroes videos were a way for me to learn how to post videos and work YouTube and whatnot. In my day job, I'm really into investing as well. And someday soon, I will start working on that channel again as well.
I mean, what is that something that is around the corner for you that you're definitely going to be doing? Because, I hate that we're coming up to the end of the interview here because I want to know more about Dylarr. What is in the future, both Star Wars and this channel?
Well, I'm going to be with Star Wars Galaxy Heroes until the wheels fall off. I tried doing squadrons, but I just couldn't find the time to sit and play video games. The good thing about Star Wars Galaxy Heroes is I can play it while I'm at work. Don't tell my boss. And then I can record quick videos on stuff when I get home. Whereas I can't sit down after I get home and play video games for another 3 hours. So I think that in the long run, I'm probably going to transition more into the finance channel, just because that might have more longevity. I don't want this game to go anywhere, but I got a plan for the future. And it seems like every other game that I've sat down and be like, this is the one I'm going to stream next, I pick it up for a month and then I put it down.
Is there any game on the horizon that might pique your interest? I think I saw you taking a shine towards that new Zynga game.
The Zynga game? Which one was that?
Zynga's putting out a new Star Wars game.
Oh,
they bought a AAA studio.
I'll look at it, but I won't have faith in it until I see it. I think it has a Force Arena type vibe, and that's another game I played for a month and then put down. I tend to pick up a lot of games and then put them back down. This is the only game since World of Warcraft that's really held my attention, because it's Star Wars.
Okay. Oh, and if you want to do something, on your finance channel, give me a shout. I love talking about economics. I know it sounds like really boring, but I do actually like talking about economics. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, I was telling Bitcoin over on the GAC Center that I finally started putting some stuff into crypto. So
yes, nice one, bravo.
Now, Neil, here's one other thing about his channel that I think you'll like. Because you did something very similar to this. It looks like you picked StarCraft 2 up about 6 months ago again.
I did. I
got this today from a thrift store. I know that before anybody says, "Oh, duh, Nev, it's free." I know it's free, but I just wanted to own the box and the CD, and it was only a couple bucks.
Mm-hmm. I love StarCraft.
Yeah, we could definitely do some of that, mate.
You know, I've been a huge Blizzard fan forever as well. Back to the original Command and Conquer. That's what really grabbed me, and then I've been a Blizzard fan ever since. And as soon as I got my my streaming computer set up, one of the first things I did is I had to download StarCraft 3 and blow through all those campaigns again, because just to relive those memories, because that game still holds up today. Definitely.
All right. So what's in the immediate future right now for your channel? What, other than, of course, in a week, we'll see what your account looks like again.
Yeah. I keep saying I'm going to start streaming some Conquest stuff, but then I get really impatient while I'm at work and I pick up my phone and I do it while I'm recording. So other than that, until like my most popular videos on my channel are all my Galactic Legends guides. Those are the ones that get the most traction. So I'm waiting until the Jedi Knight Luke event becomes farmable, which should be shortly. I would think so. We're kind of almost coming up to that year point. So those will be the next big videos that I produce, will be the phase guides for the Jedi Knight Luke event.
Yeah, I'm going to be using your JML ones here once I get those final 3 ready to go. How do people find you on the interwebs, Dylarr?
Well, on YouTube, it's Dylarr's Twi'lek Tactics, and on Twitch, same thing, Dylarr's Twi'lek Tactics. Twitch, I only really stream GACs, and all my other videos are on YouTube as well as my GAC videos. I post them up pretty much 8 hours later onto YouTube.
Yep. And Dylarr is spelled with 2 R's and a Y. Dylarr. And if you can't spell Twi'lek, Are you a Star Wars fan?
That is true.
I was typing fast. I just had to get it typed out. So.
All right, Neil.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're referencing, Neil. Neil, I was not taking a dig at you on that one. I was helping the podcast only audience know how to spell Dylarr. That's all.
Okay, that's all right.
Any final questions for Dylarr before we take
No,
launch him
good.
out of the escape
We're all
pod?
good. I'm sure we'll talk more about Talon on some other occasion.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys.
All right, guys, stick around. If you missed it last week, the fully animated version of Hellion the Noob is coming up next for this month. And as always, Patreon's choice on the bridge, along with Neil's other thrift store finds just today. We'll see after these messages right here on the Escape Podcast.
The Escape Pod Cast with Paul Anthony and Neil Andrew Ware.
HotBot in HotUtils is one of the most comprehensive tools for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.
With integration into the super useful mod tool Grand Ivory, HotUtils can help you tackle some of the most difficult aspects of the game.
Not sure how to mod your roster for a certain game mode?
Use one of the many filters that automatically assigns the right mods to the right character in accordance with your guild needs.
Now with additional features that can assist you and your guild officers in territory battles and territory wars, HotUtils is an amazing value.
And don't forget the useful tools for yourself in Grand Arena, like the in-depth and customizable compare feature.
Got multiple accounts like Neil, but not the time to remod them all?
With this one-stop utility, you can switch between your alts and never miss a mod upgrade or a mod switch before locking into GAC or Territory Wars.
Starting at just $5 a month, you don't want to miss out on these great tools.
HotUtils is the new official remodding service for the Escape Pod Cast.
Visit HotUtils.com to learn more. That's HotUtils.com. And go ahead and spice up your Galaxy of Heroes experience.
Does your guild want to tap into their full potential in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes?
Yeah!
For as low as $1 a month per guild member, your guild can unleash the power of the game in ways you never thought possible. Ooh. Track your arena movements, guild progression, and much, much more. Contact ShittyBill and get one of his shitty bots on your server today. Just look for him on our Discord server and tag or message him for more information. The link for our server is below in the description. Shitty bots, don't let the name fool you.
Podawans, be sure to support the shows brought to you on the Escape Podcast Twitch and YouTube channel by becoming a Patreon. For as little as $2 a month, you can support us and get a little extra for yourself. With tiered rewards including access to ShittyBill's Arena Tracking Bot, after-show access, inclusion in the GA Center leaderboards, behind-the-scenes access, and much more. There is something for everyone on our Discord server. Head on over to Patreon, that is patreon.com/The Escape Pod, and sign up today. Thank you for supporting and listening to the Escape Podcast.
And now time for something completely shameless.
Noob?
Hello? I can
hear you.
But I don't see you.
Noob.
Huh? Is that
your voice?
right here?
Newbie.
You know?
At this point,
We've turned the beginning dialogue of every episode
into a meme.
Where could that droid be?
Paul, I'm in
your ships.
cargo hold. Where are you hiding?
I'm not hiding, Newbie. I'm using the intercom. Your voice, on the other hand, is very muffled. I can barely hear you. Could you make sure the microphone isn't covered by anything?
Done. Can you
hear me
better now?
Much better. Now, what exactly are you doing in the cargo hold? You arrived almost a full 20 minutes ago, and you still haven't made your way up to the cockpit. Last communication we had, while you were piloting the Space Frogger, you said you'd meet us in the cockpit after docking. You were going on and on and on about TC-14 blasting heli, and the Swallow being lost, and no longer knowing your purpose, and something about a Spartan cover-up and...
Paul, I am...
not coming.
Up to the cockpit.
Oh, come on, newbie. Don't be like that. Neil and I were just messing with you when we asked if your Spartan conspiracy theory had anything to do with tzatziki sauce being added to gyros. We were just messing with you. Come on, droid.
Paul?
That's not.
Why I can't meet you in the cockpit.
Oh, okay. Well then, do you mind telling us exactly why you won't join us?
Because...
I'm stuck.
in here. I couldn't head to the cockpit even if I wanted to.
Look, newbie, I know the cargo hold's a bit of a mess right now. I've been meaning to get it organized, but it isn't that bad. Just walk up to the circular hallway, try not stepping on anything fragile, enter the hallway, hang a right down the second corridor. I mean, you don't need directions, do you? It's not that big of a ship. And you've been here before. Did Ellie try fitting you with another restraining bolt?
Paul, I...
don't need
directions. I know how to get to the cockpit.
Just fine.
Then what's the problem this time, noob?
I may have sort of accidentally, and totally not on purpose,
lodged the space frogger.
into your cargo hold. I think...
she's stuck.
and now she won't budge. Unless I open the airlock and just let the vacuum of space suck her out in the void. Maybe I should try that.
How the hell did you get the entire space hopper jammed into our cargo hold?
Paul, I am a droid with a...
penchant for...
calamity. Do you...
honestly need...
a full explanation on how I accomplished this?
No, I don't.
I...
didn't think.
So...
you know, between your uncanny ability to cause mayhem and your comically calamitous nature, and Helly's constant tinkering with your circuitry, and his refusal to give you periodic memory wipes, I think we're gonna have to insist you download that new PKOS update.
Paul?
What are you talking about?
What OS update?
You didn't get the emergency alert message notifications? Neil and I both got multiple pings via email, text, even voicemail. It was sent out 3 weeks ago by the Imperial government. And we both aren't PK series droids, and we don't even carry any on board our ship. Well, until now, I guess. You know, come to think of it, everyone in the galaxy got notified. How come you didn't?
I have those notifications
turned off.
Holonymix always said those messages were annoying waste of time and caused nothing but trouble.
Yeah, well, Helly isn't exactly what we would call a good galactic citizen, is he?
Paul?
Yes, newbie?
Please.
Don't you ever
speak ill of Holonymix. He was my friend and I don't care what they say about him. He had very good reasons for not trusting authority.
Yeah, well, this isn't Helly's ship. And he isn't here to help us weasel our way out of a space ticket if we get caught by the space cops with an unauthorized operating system running on a droid in our possession. And, unlike Helly's ship, we aren't always broadcasting sensor jammers and cloaking fields. The last thing we need is to have some part of the monolith decide that this ship needs to be shut down. Too many people depend on us, newbie. We cannot afford to be canceled.
But I...
don't want to
perform the update.
I'm not telling you that you have to, newbie. I'm saying that if you want to hang out on the Fulcrum long term, then you absolutely must do it. I'm just not in the position to allow you to jeopardize the safety of my crew, my ship, the listeners and viewers of the show, our llama, the Jawa, that pygmy Wookiee guy we once had on, any aristocratic Ewoks that might stop by, Christie's artwork, my sci-fi memorabilia collection, the garbage disposal. No buts about it, mister. Plug into that terminal right in front of you, right next to the microphone, and space Google the phrase PK Series Update number TC4 82396.
No.
You're acting like Helly more and more every time we speak, newbie. Just wait there a couple seconds. Let me see if Neil can talk some sense into you.
Hello, droid. How's your servo spinning, mate?
Not well, Neil. Your co-host Paul wants me to download and execute a mandatory operating system update sent out by the galactic government, and I really
don't want to
do this. I guess you're gonna tell me I have to as well, huh?
No.
Wait.
What?
I'm confused.
I'm a voluntarist noob. I believe all interactions between people should be voluntary.
But Paul said if I don't download and execute the update, then
I cannot
stay aboard the Fulcrum.
Right.
Wait.
What?
I'm even more confused now.
Listen, noob. Part of being an independent, sentient being is making decisions yourself, and then living with the consequences of those decisions. As a voluntarist, I believe that all interactions should be voluntary, so there should be a choice. I don't believe in compelling you nor anyone else to do anything you don't want to do. But at the same time, if you want to be aboard Paul's ship, and Paul says that droids on his ship must have fully updated operating systems, then you got to choose. Either A, comply with Paul's request, or B, leave the premises. There won't be any hard feelings. It doesn't mean you aren't our friend, nor that we don't absolutely adore you, but if Paul said your operating system must be fully updated in order to stay aboard, then you have a choice to make. As with most things in the universe, noob, the choice is ultimately yours. But your choice will have some ramifications. You got to choose the path you want to follow.
I understand, Neil.
Great. Now, I'm going to get back to analysing the latest GAC matchups for that other wonderful SWGOH show, a GA Centre to tar. For now, my mechanical friend.
Goodbye, Neil. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I?
Wait.
Why am I talking to myself? Maybe I should do this update. Droids don't talk to themselves. But Lennox used to talk to himself all the time. And he wasn't all that bad for a
bipedal, hairless, ape creature.
I know. I'll save a backup of my entire system. Operating system, image files, system protocols, pointless sci-fi trivia, everything, and store it here. This way if something goes wrong, I have a backup I can restore myself too. Well, here goes
nothing. System reboot finalized. All operating systems now fully updated. New mission parameters enabled. Primary mission objective: seek and destroy the salty Spartan. Hellenics must be cancelled. Heli no bueno. All hail the monolith. All hail TC-14.
The Escape Pod. Cast. The Bridge.
Welcome. Ooh, was that a new follower then?
That was Baylor. Baylor followed us.
So close to 1,000. So close.
Back to 953. We still 47. We lost 2.
I so wanted it on my birthday, but it was not to be. It was not to be. But yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, Patreon's corner. Okay, let's do the show and tell first.
Yeah, do your show and tell first while I figure out who we're going to raid after this.
Yeah, everybody knows. If you don't know already, I am a master at thrifting when it comes to Star Wars stuff. Everything, you can't see it now, but everything that's on my display shelves, everything is from thrift stores. Like literally everything. And today I had a good day out thrifting. I got 3 Star Wars things. So, first thing I got was Star Wars book, The Young Jedi Knights, Jaina and Jason. Very important characters from the extended universe. That one, very happy with that find. Second find, ooh, very, very nice. Really, really rare book. Very, very rare book.
It's called The Lost City of Jedi?
Yep, it's called The Lost City of Jedi. It's set shortly after Return of the Jedi. Now, this was published in 1992. This predates the extended universe. This is before Bantam Books and Del Rey started the extended universe. So this is like the extended universe. Because the story, the characters in this when the extended universe started doing their thing, they didn't take anything from books prior to the extended universe. So there's that. And then the pièce de la résistance, which nobody seems to know, right? Who knows? I'm going to say it in chat. Who knows what top trumps are? Because I got myself...
You said top trumps.
Top trumps.
I have no idea what this is, Neil. I know you're showing
it's a tin box.
The viewers.
It's a tin box. It's got 2 decks of top trump cards in it, and it's sealed. I haven't opened it, so I'm going to do I will do an opening. You know what? I might just I might fire the camera on and do an opening in Patreon chat afterwards. Actually,
in the after show. Okay.
Yeah, in the after show. So if you're a Patreon. Come on over and we'll do a box opening in the after show. But yeah, so 1 rare book, one rare book, 1 moderately rare book, because it's not easy to find the Young Jedi Knights books. It really, really isn't. And yeah, a top trumps tin that's going to get open, because I'm really curious because top trumps is actually, it's like Lego. Lego is the brand. Other people can do bricks like Lego, but only Lego can call their bricks Lego, right?
Okay.
There are these the game, the stat cards game that you play. Anybody can do it, but only Top Trumps does Top Trumps. And because Top Trumps, it's a bit like Funko. The bobbleheads, people go to Funko to have their brand made into bobbleheads. Brands go to Top Trumps to have them specifically make their card games, this specific card game. But like I said, we'll do an unboxing in the after show, and I will show you what they look like, because I want to go through the cards and see what the stats are like. I want to see how good they make the character, how good they make the stats of the characters, because I have no idea what era cards are on these box, which is what's going to make an opening so interesting.
Okay, so you got that.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll definitely do that really quick. Methos followed us, made sure that they followed us. Thank you for double checking that you had followed us, Methos. But they also said in chat, when you show up on the Shattered Order podcast, are we going to play Methos's trivia? I say yes. I say that we do end up playing Methos's trivia.
Well, you're going to be there. I mean, I think we've kind of like loosely already agreed when we do the swap. You're going to go on to theirs, and one of theirs is going to come on to here. So you're going to have to do trivia on theirs, aren't you?
You would be the better fit for that, but yeah, that is true.
Well, I mean, if you want to produce the show, then you're more than welcome to have Tag or GMP come on this one, and I'll go on theirs. But then you're going to have to produce the entire show.
We'll definitely figure it out. Let's fire through these questions here.
Question time.
Force Strong asks, "What's your favorite episode of South Park?" Mine is Make Love, Not Warcraft.
Oh my god, that's so freaky, because that's my favorite as well. That is my favorite. I downloaded and played that song in my head. I downloaded and put that song on my MP3 player, and it was all I played in my car for like 6 months.
Mine would be All About Mormons. Even though I am one, I enjoyed that episode the most. Because it made me laugh.
Next.
And if I can't laugh at myself, who can I laugh at?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Geek Girl. What is a philosophy or concept that is not taught today that you think should?
A philosophy. Yeah,
or concept.
Yeah, universally preferable behavior. UPB. It should be everybody. It should be taught. If UPB was taught in schools, there would be a lot nicer people in the world.
I wish that one. I'm not as.
I love philosophy, so I read.
I'm not as versed on philosophy. Yeah, so I wouldn't be able to really answer that one. So once again, I'll just fire this one to you. What is one that is taught today that shouldn't be?
Well, I don't think. RE in the UK there is a class, and it's RE. It's religious education. And I'm not adverse to religious education in schools, but it should be like languages in school. You know, you should give it it should be, with the exception of English, maths, and science. I think all subjects in school should be by the choice of the students, and not you will do this because, you know, kids will do it for 5, 6, 7 years. They'll get to the end, they'll realize they don't like it, they'll drop it and do something else, and what you've done is wasted that student or that pupil's 7 years teaching them a subject they had no interest in when they could have been learning something useful or more valuable.
All right. What moment in history that is considered a victory do you think is actually considered a failure? The bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
The bombing of Dresden during the Second World War. The war was already won, and you know the war was effectively over. The war was effectively over, and yet the Allies did something reprehensibly evil, and it was completely unnecessary. So yeah, that. And it was seen as a victory when it wasn't, because it wasn't against a military target, it was against a civilian target.
All right. What, and vice versa, what is considered a failure that you think should be considered a victory?
Ooh, tougher one. Something that was classed as a failure but should be classed as a victory. I guess a lot of people, I think a lot of people saw, in the UK, saw the Brexit vote as a failure. But I think decentralizing is always a victory, because when you decentralize power down to more local, you know, more smaller groups and more locals, it's better for the people that are in that locale, you know. Perfect line from from The Patriot. You know, why would I swap one tyrant 3,000 miles away for 3,000 tyrants 1 mile away? And a lot of people in the UK looked at Brexit like that. Is, you know, why would I prefer to have hundreds of people telling me what I can do in another country when I can just have a few hundred telling me what to do in my country? You know, decentralize, roll it back, keep rolling it back. So yeah, that would be mine.
All right. I am not versed enough to give a coherent and factually based answer. I try to focus on positives. So if it becomes a negative, I usually erase it from my mind. All right, next Patreon question comes from Dr. Feelgood. Favorite Doctor Who villain and why?
Odd Job, of course. It's odd because he's got a hat that's just throws.
No, Doctor Who, not.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was James Bond. Sorry, Doctor Who. It's got to be the Daleks. Has to be the Daleks, without a doubt. Daleks every time.
See, I'm gonna go Cybermen.
The good doctors with me. Daleks. They're the best one. Exterminate. Yeah, exactly.
All right. If you could recast the Muppets with Galaxy of Heroes streamers and content creators, who would they be? Animal is definitely Jigabachi.
Ranger is definitely Kermit.
All right. I will take Gonzo and put him as Urs.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Who get? I'm trying to think of someone for Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy is like always beating the crap out of Kermit. So who's a streamer that's always beating
Loki?
the crap? Well, no, because Loki's Loki's nice. Loki's friendly. We need
right, but he could beat the crap out of Ranger.
No. Well, in that case, Thane can be the GAC Whisperer. He can be Miss Piggy because he's always telling Ranger, who would be Kermit, what to do. So yeah, Thane would have to be Miss Piggy. Yeah, Thane would have to be. Thane Carell would have to be. Is he still in chat?
I'm gonna take Fozzie Bear and give that to Heinze.
Yeah. That would work. That would definitely work. I'm gonna make. I would make. Oh, who's the Oh, I can't think of the name of the Muppet. But you've got the Muppets that are in the band, because obviously Animal's the drummer. But then you've got the
Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There's definitely some streamers there. Andy Beads can be one. Andy Beads can be the one with the hair over the eyes that plays the guitar.
All right. Blacken says Arnold is Dr. Teeth.
Yes.
Dr. Jojo just took the words out of my mouth. Walter and Standorf, the two old guys, are Solo and Zareth.
Solo and Zareth. Yes, yeah, they're the two guys sat in the balcony. Yes, definitely. Yeah, that's a good one.
Grande is definitely going to be, oh my gosh, Beaker.
Mimi.
Yeah, exactly.
Mimi. Mimi.
All right.
Me.
Let's move on here. Right before servers are shut down, what character would you max out as a guilty pleasure in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes? So Dr. Jojo said, who is Finn? You said it right. Finn is the Swedish chef.
Yeah.
Who would I max out? I'd probably do Gar Saxon just for the fun of it.
Who knows? Probably Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum. Probably Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum. Because she's like 7 stars. I haven't geared her up or anything. I have no intention of doing it. But if they were going to shut down the servers, I'd be like, you know what? I want to see what she's like.
All right. Dr. Feelgood being coy saying, what's the name of the guild that was mentioned in the guild classifieds again? That was Yavin 4.
Yavin.
All right. Rapid fire. Last 3 questions, from JJ Manners. If you could take any existing movie and create a 4-hour extended version, what movie would you choose? Empire.
Empire. Yeah, Empire's definitely, yeah. Full on, like, 4-hour director's cut, definitely.
I would love a Snyder Lucas
a Snyder cut. Yeah. Nobody say anything. I haven't watched it yet.
I'm not saying anything. All right, if they use CGI de-aging, what actors would you choose to play Revan and Bastilla?
I would Keanu Reeves for Revan, definitely. And for Basti.
I agree with Revan on Keanu.
Basti. You know what? I'd go with I'd go with Angelina Jolie for Basti. Because she knows how to handle herself in an action movie, so she'd be able to do it.
There you go.
And whoever they cast for Basti has to be hot.
All right, and do you think a cantina-style bar set up to play Swaga on holotables would actually be a good idea for a franchise?
I think it would work, definitely. The drink would flow. The ale would be imbibed. Most definitely.
Sadly, if it was set up like that, do I think that the bar would actually work? Only if it was for tourists and players of the game. But as we know, we're only a subset of an entire gaming community. Would it work? It would work for a niche for a little bit. Make it a pop-up bar, maybe it'll work. All right.
Is that all the questions?
That is all the questions.
Oh, Jennifer Connelly, that's a good one. Yeah, she's hot. Yeah.
Anything else before we launch this sucker?
No. Let's launch this sucker. Let's put the pedal to the metal and hit the hyperdrive.
All right. For those who are watching on Twitch, we are going to do a raid. I see a new person that I have not seen before, by the name of Mr. Chip Nasty. So we're going to go raid him.
Yeah. I follow him. Yeah.
Is he fun?
Yeah. He's fun. He usually I think he was Marvel Strike. Urza got him into the game.
Excellent. We'll definitely
he was playing
send over there
that murder game and with Urza, and Urza's like, "Oh, you got to come play this game." So Mr. Chip Nasty started a game from scratch, an account from scratch. He's literally only been playing for a couple of months.
All right, we'll definitely go visit him. Mr. Chip Nasty will be in the raid. We'll see you guys in the after show if you're Patreons. And if you're not, patreon.com/theescapepod, no cast, to sign up. We would love to have you guys join us on the Discord server and have a lot of fun. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Neil, thank you for a wonderful night.
You too, mate.
All right. With that being said, be nice to each other, damn it. And Neil.
Yep.
Push the button.
You got it, mate. Toodles.
What's going on? Where the hell are we? Paris?
Thank you for pressing the self-destruct button.
Attention! This is Colonel Sanders in forward command. Abandon ship! Abandon ship! All personnel proceed to escape pods. Close down the circuits. Evacuate the city. Self-destruct mechanism has been activated. Abandon ship! Where is it? Where is it? It's gonna be here. Out of order! Even in the future, nothing works.
This ship will self-destruct in exactly 10 seconds. Counting down. 10, 9, 8, 6.
6! What happened to 7?
Just kidding. 3, 2, 1. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Hello, friends. This is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy. The Escape Podcast was filmed in front of a live studio audience full of tweaked out murder bears.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.